Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for January 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for my Pisces. Hello, my Pisces. Now, we get decks, Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I'll pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'll also pull one crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Leave the rest, okay? Okay. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. Whatever the message, my job, just deliver it. Remember, I talked about the 20th and 21st, that there was a whole bunch of things going on in Taurus, and then there's that Lilith thing too. So there's gonna, just because, it's on the 20th and 21st, this conjunction, doesn't mean that it's like a light switch and that it just turns itself off. This energy will continue through for the weekend. So there can be some grumpy people around you. Just be aware of it. Okay, another card just didn't want to leave. Okay, so we'll put you down here somewhere. Anyway, I have 3 cards. Well, I have 4 cards. These 3 are face down. This one is reversed, so stronger energy. This is the one that kind of like as I was putting it over there, it popped. So let's go with this one first. This one's also is also reversed, and that has strong energy too. Now, we can already see that this is a 10. 10s have transitional energy, but now if you take the 10, 1 plus 0, it equals 1 to a new beginning. Water energy is your energy. It's also Cancer and Scorpio. This weekend feels like it's going to be some sort of transitional energy as you are, you've been doing a lot of things going forward, doing a lot of things with your work. I would even say, though, that this is now getting your home ready. This is now, if this is now, is your work your home? It could be that too. Remember, relationship, your family too. But this is kind of like getting things ready, getting things prepared, preparing possibly for, you don't even know what, but it's it's very positive, it's very warm, it's very gentle, it's very loving type of energy. And if you do have a partner, you can come together to prepare this. I feel positive with this type of energy around you. Anyway, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Now, let's go on up here and see what we have here. This card, the Magician. The Magician. So, Archangel Raziel. Write his name down. There's a 1, so that we have that new beginning, new start energy. The Magician is one that can make anything. So there's some transitioning things here. So and again too, remember, Aquarius season is coming, your season is right next to it. Aquarius season, it's coming, it's coming to the end of your astrological year. So there's a lot of here. There's a lot of things you need to do to get things ready. There's a lot of preparation to get things ready for when your season is. So there is going to be, I feel like there's going to be some more work here. I do feel this is busy energy. I do feel you making things happen, making plans. This is, I even, this is kind of, I'm feeling like architectural plans too. I don't know if that means, so maybe that goes along with the home. But maybe that means you're going to be building upon something just because, you're making the plans. I can see the architectural drawings. It doesn't necessarily, it could mean that you're actually physically making something, or you're just making your plans on how this is going to pan out, how a relationship is going to work. Okay. And again, that could be any of those relationships I mentioned. It's kind of like there's a structuring of your thoughts and a structuring of, you're really seeing very, very clearly this weekend also. There's a clarity that's kind of like, somebody says clear and you go crystal. Okay, very crystal clear, and I hear the, if you ping the crystal, how you get that really cool sound that it's almost like it's dispelling a lot of negative energy around you. So whatever that means, whoever. Like I said, I don't have to understand it. I just have to tell you. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Let's see what this card says here. Four of Earth. Now, four has a stability, the four legs of a table. Earth energy is your Taurus, it's your Virgo, it's your Capricorn. It's very solid, tangible. A lot of times this has to do with your home. Again, I'm kind of getting the home energy, home vibe, but that could also be your work vibe too, because there's many times we call our work our home. This is, a lot of times this has to do with money and how we receive and how we make our money. I'm going to kind of say that with all this going on, I kind of feel that there's going to be this exchange of money. There's going to be an exchange. You're going to need to make sure you get your receipts. Make sure you get your receipts and make sure that I'm not so worried about your electronic, checking the electronics, as much as I am worried more so about you checking your packages. Okay, so if there is some spending of money here, if there is some things that you're doing some ordering with, make sure that you get the goods delivered that you paid for. Okay, so whatever that's about, check your packages. If you're going out to stores, make sure that everything is packaged in your store, in your packages. And like I said, I just feel, and then check your receipt against what you actually have. Somebody out there needs to make sure that they do that. If you order something online, make sure that nothing has been left out. Okay? Okay. So, being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. We'll put you now up there. Here we go. Last card. Unity. So there is some change coming here. Unity. Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon is believed to have been Elijah and then was transformed and brought to the heavens. So knows what it's like to be here. Now, unity here has a lot of traditional practices. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of traditional practices. So if you're, if you're thinking of, I'm going to give some examples. Doesn't mean that this is what it actually is, but if you're thinking of getting married or engaged, it's almost like you want that traditional way of getting married or engaged. Okay, you want that traditional. It's not it may not necessarily be, my Pisces, that you yourself are traditional, but whatever this transition with this home or this relation, whatever this going into this wonderful relationship, you want the traditional. You want it to be how everyone else has had it, which is really weird because many times over, my Pisces, you don't want the traditional. You like doing the untraditional. You like kind of surprising people. You like to see their faces when you're not being traditional. But it's kind of like with all this going on, you're planning though for that traditional. It's like your spirit is almost yearning for that traditional way. Now, again, what's coming to mind is kind of like that marriage or if you're getting married, you get if you're getting married, you have the bridal showers, you have the groomsmen's thing, whoever you are, whatever. But there's traditional steps, and it's kind of like you're like doing a little check off, and it's kind of like, no, we missed one. I want all of this. I want all the steps. I think that's more the case of it. Okay, I want all the steps. I want the shower. I want the the rehearsal dinner. I want the bachelor or the bachelorette parties. I want all the traditional trappings. Okay? Now, it could even be if there's a house in here somewhere, you want, it's like you're not so avant-garde. It's like you're not so untraditional. You want the traditional. This is a weekend where you're making those plans, okay? Traditional, viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded people. Interesting with that. So remember those two archangels. So 1, new start, new beginning. 5 has that change energy. Could be positive, negative. It doesn't matter. Change is change. But it's like, you just want it to be the way it's like, hey, and maybe you have people in your family, and it's like, well, you did it for that one. I want it for me too. I don't know if that's the case. I just want to use those as the example because I still feel, my Pisces, you like the untraditional. But in whatever this is that you're aiming for, you want the traditional. You want what maybe your sisters, your brothers, whoever it was. Okay. Your last card is reversed. Epiphany. Epiphany. So we have Archangel Raziel again. So really, really, really keep Raziel there in your thoughts. Write Raziel's name down. Okay. Now, Epiphany in 9 has this big ending kind of things. Things are wrapping up. Things are getting ready. You know, when I'm saying wrapping up, it's like, okay, we got to end something to begin something else, okay? Something has to end, something has to transition in order to begin something else, okay? And Epiphany to me is always light bulb. It's always, oh my gosh, I never looked at it this way. I know it can also be looking at things a little bit different. It can be, kind of hangman type of energy. But this is like one of those sudden spiritual awakenings. Really interesting. So it's like, again, the spiritual, like things open up. Maybe that's why you want the traditional. Maybe you've been too much not untraditional, and now it's all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, I want the traditional. But it's like a spiritual awakening. This is how I want to go on. And so this Aquarius season, there's like some major sharp changes for you with this Aquarius season. Let's see what we have here. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. So you got, but that Archangel Raziel, very, very strong energy. Here we go. Let's see what card would be, or what crystal or energy, since we have a couple of energies in there too, would be helpful for my Pisces. Here we go. Not reversed. Air. Well, I told you, air, that's one of the energies. Here we go. So make sure that during your time, you're breathing in, you're breathing out. A lot of times that has to do with some meditation. There could, some things also, I kind of feel, my Pisces, I always associate you with stretching and yoga type of energies and yoga type of, meditation. Doesn't mean that you're doing it, but, that hold it, let it out. Okay? So, communication, imagination, independent, witty. Interesting with that. Interesting. So, my Pisces, it's an interesting weekend for you. Let me know. You know what to do. Comment. Let me know what's happening. More importantly, remember, take a moment. Go ahead. Like, share, subscribe. But more importantly, my Pisces, and as always, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.